what we're going to cover is the fourth part of how I kind of broke this up, and it's just with everything I've given you, it's kind of now you make the decision, you want to start going to market, you want to get your first client, you kind of have to kind of develop your game plan, or you're going to be kind of scattered all over the place. So it's going to be kind of what I did. Everyone's different. Some people might use a more formal CRM system, but I just started small. I used Excel. You can do whatever you want. Some people use pencil and paper. Other people want to have it more formal from the very start, so they get all their processes right. But it's just a process to developing your game plan, how you're going to go to prospects to find them, and how you're going to get that first client. And again, I just want to reiterate, be vocal about what you're doing. Don't keep this to yourself. Don't say, oh, I might be judged, or I might be, ridiculed, or anything else, because if people that are in your group really care about you, they're going to be willing to help you out. And this was brought up by a couple people that I got messaged by. I'm going to share what my sample cover letter that I would send to ads that I replied to on Craigslist, and what I call a targeted resume. It's a much shorter and brief resume that really highlights my bookkeeping and accounting skills more so than everything else I do on a typical resume. It's briefer, more geared to the audience that I believed I was sending it to. But I'm going to share those with you, and you're welcome to modify them to your voice and to your skills and to your background for whatever you might want to use them for. And then things to focus on. The other thing we kind of have in our back of our minds, like, great, I do all these things, and then I start getting a call. I start getting calls, and someone says, "Oh, I'm interested," and then you're like a deer in headlights, and you're like, "Okay, what do I do now?" So just things that I found that have worked for me, just in my overall presentation, how I present myself, how I position myself in their mind as their accounting or bookkeeping resource. And everyone has to develop what works for them, but it just seemed when I first started to now, I've kind of fine-tuned it a little bit, and some of the things I learned, I'm going to share those as well. Then the end is going to be just open Q&A, so whatever you guys might want to discuss.